All right, here we go. I'll be back.
Play one, and Prescott to the air. This will be caught by Brown. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On second down, Elliott. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
47. 26.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And I don't think he got in. The big body's up. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
47.
It's a keeper with Prescott. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Fourth down, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Straight ahead, Etienne to the 43, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This thrown quickly out to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on third down. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Yep.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Coming out.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
What is this? Ooh, what? I don't even know who you are. That's how we gonna do this.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe.
Give me that.
This is a chance.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown,
what he was doing.
Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Patterson now for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 27, Cowboys 7. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. This is caught by Hilton. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. A first down throw for Prescott. Sliding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Andrew Wingard, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Go get the ball.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Lawrence to throw. Complete to Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jags.
Come on, cuz. Oh, boy. And he quit.
42 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Lawrence to throw. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. Touchdown. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Foyesade.
I know he saw me standing right
and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone.
Oh, come on, cuz. Come on, Quay, we labbing, man. Where you going? All right, I gotta find out who to get. I kind of like that team, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. You hiding offline or you not online yet? Hold on, what happened to the game? What's this, the 2nd game or something? I said, is this the 2nd game? Hey, oh, damn, I pressed the wrong joint. Come on, we laughing, man. I'm trying out this formation. You see, I stayed in the same formation on offense the whole game. Dak ass, bro. That motherfucker was throwing picks left and right.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
It's low as hell in this fucking chat. I got the ratio down.
Jackson looking to throw right away.
Don't you do it. Don't do it, cuz. I told you don't do it.
Looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because
Did you hold L2?
just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Did you hold L2?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside.
Oh no, you got it, bro. You got to throw every pass with L2. What you doing?
And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A few of these receivers,
What up, Fly?
ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason.
Man, he closed on that boy.
The whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Yeah, a couple of only 2 yards to gain the first.
He said, "I'm the daddy, nigga."
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Oh no, good D. Moving to my new house, so I need some entertainment. Oh, that's what it is, man. Congratulations. Yo, get him. Chuck Clark, slow as hell. I didn't even see that safety until I started throwing it.
Past the 35.
Well, you moving far from where you was living at already?
And we're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we
You can still do it.
start here in this first quarter.
I got the game volume down too low. I gotta get up out the chat for a minute. I'll be back. Oh nah, what the?
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
I'm playing against my cousin right now.
The
Oh my
drive
God,
will
try to kill him.
commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll grab a gain of 5.
Just,
out
doing
inside
some
the
practicing.
41-yard line.
What is this?
And there we saw
God.
the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson now. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
That's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give
That's
credit
dope,
to
Fly.
two people on this
Congratulations,
one. The
man.
throwing the ball and the
What was
person
you in,
calling the
Texas?
plays.
Tennessee?
They're not shutting him
For
down
some reason,
early
I
in this
hear
game.
you in a T state.
You changed it.
I wish I had Firewall. You know, a part 2 coming out, right?
Throwing
I think it's
now,
Firewall you be
Jackson
playing.
on first down. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense.
What is they gonna up the graphics in this shit?
Players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
Oh, my God. Look at this dude wide open.
Right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Okay, yeah, that's right. The Chiefs. That's right. I saw that, man. I don't have VR yet. I just got to get this last piece for my damn PC, and I'm going to start doing VR. Then I had to buy a VR set as well, but definitely want to start playing that. Where you going? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I was right there on him.
But he does reach the 5.
That little boy fast.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And this, I mean, it's certainly
that's dope, man.
Watch out for. He is not afraid to
love seeing my people winning.
Plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes
I
when
ain't
you see it in person,
ain't got my
it's a
subs
whole
in.
different ball game, and all
Don't
that
matter.
preparation, it goes right out.
He about to do some BS.
They'll run with Dobbins.
Oh, no, ain't none of that,
Not
Cuddy.
a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
Let's see what he's going to do.
That may change
Oh,
your
no, I
sequence
forgot.
now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down and goal. Jackson.
Bro, I said outside, bro. I told the nigga to play outside. I knew what he was doing.
Devin Duvernay.
He lets him get outside of him.
Yards out. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Good job, cuz. Yo, she still ain't answer the phone?
On the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
You calling her? She keep calling you. Call your mother. She just called again. I don't know. Call her and find out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Close the door.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Carr now on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
What? Close the door.
Get this one across the 45
Okay, baby.
before he's brought down.
Get your stuff then.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
What did you see you warm up?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
No, I brought him upstairs. All right, I could take a nap after this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on
Get
the
your water,
move
too.
on first down. Here's Carr. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down
No, leave it in
to
here.
16. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed,
Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
They had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing his Carr on third down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Yes, go, Cuz.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Yes, sir. I don't know who he was throwing the ball to, but I appreciate it.
Are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Got some yards.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go up top to my boy.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. The offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, a 20-yard touchdown.
You're not going to move your safety like that and think I'm not going to exploit it.
Point of tying up this ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Click it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
Ready?
And we are tied at 7.
She didn't call yet. Hey, you want to call her and see if she is here now. I'll bring you downstairs.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Okay.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
What now?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Plug it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
That's what I need in my life.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
Almost ready?
A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Palo Amalo. What was this?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Report! Hey, report!
On 3rd down, Jackson slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
A pass complete downfield to Renfro. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. On 1st down, Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of time.
All right, we on our way down. Okay. Whoops.
Carr to throw again. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. The final shot here before half for Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And his guys have got it back at
Good
the
D, cuz.
stages of the first half. Big flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The second half is now underway. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled.
Let's go back. I like this formation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think?
You got to catch that, bro.
They did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose
look at him
honey.
playing defense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now a play fake. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive.
Come on, DC.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
No.
Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Who is this? Harmon?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can
get it on the floor.
Okay,
get it on the floor.
But now, let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play.
Sir.
It's going to bring up a third down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they'll get him down.
He's stiff on the hell out that boy.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes,
that's a
your
good play
best
call
bet,
right there.
just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Yeah.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll
All right,
make it
we
second
watching.
down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the
Give me
defense.
that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing we said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window over the pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Throwing now is Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Carlson is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-to-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's the option going left on second down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode
Really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And now here is another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Shotgun now for Carr. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, Carr toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.